Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zaro Jarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video we're going to be talking about the Universe 6 Extreme Z area that gives Extreme Z Awakening medals for the TEQ Cabba, the INT Kale, and the Strength Caulifla. So first we're going to start off by talking about how to unlock the Extreme Z area in the first place, and we'll also be talking about team builds and tactics for taking on all stages of the event, getting all the Extreme Z Awakening medals and associated rewards. So we're getting all that information here in a minute, but first, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below to follow me on my social media pages, and also check out the link for the Discord chat and join the awesome Discord community over there. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like on the video and comment down below if you have any questions or comments, or if you need additional help with the event. So first, let's go over to the Dokkan Wiki and talk about the two story events that are going to be pertinent to this Extreme Z area. We've got the Universe 6 Saga and the Universe Survival Saga Tournament of Power Commencement. Both of these story events, you need to make sure you go through and clear all stages on all difficulties. Now, once you do that, you will unlock the Extreme Z area. But there is also some other relevance with these story events because the TEQ Cabba and the Strength Caulifla and the INT Kale will all be, you'll need to Dokkan Awaken them to take on their respective stages of the Extreme Z area. So the Universe 6 Saga story event will drop your TEQ Cabba. You'll be able to go in here, get him, and Dokkan Awaken him. Make sure you get him Dokkan Awakened, and again, make sure you get these two Dokkan Awakened as well. You can go ahead and, farm them out as much as you'd like. It's a little bit of a grind. I rainbowed mine out, but you don't necessarily need to, as long as you have some other good units that you can bring in, which we'll talk about here in a minute again for the team builds. Now, these are the Dokkan Awakened versions of the units, of course. So remember, you got to go in and Dokkan Awaken them to take on their respective stages. I'm not going to go into the Extreme Z Awakened stats, but you can go ahead, you can pause the video if you'd like and look at it. I will say that the Extreme Z Awakenings are pretty good buffs for these units, and they are free-to-play units, of course, so they're not going to be the best units in the game, but they're definitely some good buffs with those Extreme Z Awakenings. So if you need some fill-ins for the teams or for some of the events after this Extreme Z area, and especially if you're a free-to-play player, definitely not a bad idea to go in and get these guys farmed out. And then also you can see on the right side of the screen I have put the Extreme Z Awakening medal count, so you know just how many Extreme Z Awakening medals you'll need to get these guys fully awakened. For the bronze, you'll need 15, 40 for silver, 30 gold, and 30 rainbow medals for each of the units to get them all the way Extreme Z Awakened. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Extreme Z area. Of course, where we're going to get all these medals. You've got 3 stages for the Extreme Z area, each with 2 difficulties on them. Stage 1 is going to be TEQ Cabba, Stage 2 for the Strength Caulifla, and Stage 3 for the INT Kale. So, as with every Extreme Z area, of course, you have a limited pool of units you can use. Stage 1, you'll need to bring in the Cabba, Stage 2 Caulifla, Stage 3 Kale, of course, like we talked about. And so for, if you haven't done Extreme Z areas before, of course, Z Hard will give you the bronze medals on the left path, the right path will give you silver medals, and then you'll get a increased drop rate if you have a chance anyway to get that rainbow question mark on the field. If you hop on that, you'll get some increased drops for the medals. And then the super difficulty, left path will give you gold, right path will give you rainbow, and again that chance for the rainbow question mark on the field. So let's go ahead and hop over to Dokkan Battle real quick, and I'll take a look at the event itself for each of the 3 stages here. You can see just what teams I am using to take on the event. I'm just going to cover the super difficulty for each of the stages, because if you can beat it on super, then of course you'll be able to take it on Z Hard as well. So let's go ahead and talk first about the main units that I really believe are the MVPs here. So the TEQ Caulifla is really a great unit for a couple of reasons. First of all, because her leader skill is one of the best ones you can use for this event. She's got the Universe 6 Universe 6 category lead, key plus 3 HP, attack and defense plus 120%. So one of the best leader skills you can put for the team, because all of the units that you can bring in for this event are Universe 6 category units. So that's really great there, but also you can see that she has some infinite attack and defense stack. Not too bad, because the event shouldn't take you that long, but the main thing here is in her passive. because you can see that when there's a Universe Survival Saga or Pure Sands category enemy, she's guaranteed to evade enemies' attack, which all of these guys are Pure Sands, all of these guys are Universe Survival Saga, so she literally will dodge 100% of the attacks that get thrown at her. So she is really great for that. Even if you bring her in on the, going over against the INT Kale, you don't have to worry about type disadvantage because she will literally dodge every single attack. So if you have her, get her Dokkan Awaken, use her leader skill, and make sure you bring her in for the event. And then you also have this Strength Kale, also really good because she has the infinite attack and defense stack, but mainly same concept as the TEQ Caulifla, except instead of evading attack, she launches an additional super attack when you have that Universe Survival Saga or Pure Sands category enemy. And then she also guards all attacks within the same turn, whereas an ally whose name includes Caulifla. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go over all of the passives of these units. There's some things I left out about the Caulifla, but the point is that those two units are really great for the event. If you have the Fizz Kale and the AGL Caulifla, you can also bring them in, get them Extreme Z Awaken and everything like that. If you have the INT Vados, that's also a really good leader skill there. Same thing, Universe 6 category, Key +3, 120% lead. You can bring her in, and she can also be a viable lead unit as well. So you can see here, of course, other than the TEQ Cabba, I will say that on super difficulty for all three of these events, this is the team that I'm bringing. Now, if you don't have the TEQ Caulifla or the INT Vados, you can of course bring in the AGL Caulifla once you get her Extreme Z Awaken. She can give you an 80% lead skill with Key +3 for all types, so not too bad there. If you're on the global set, of course, we don't quite have the Extreme Z Awakening for the Fizz Kefla, but she still is really good to take in for the event. And then of course, like I said, the TEQ Cabba has to go in on the event because of that stage. And then again, as I said, I used the same exact units for every event, except, of course, you have to swap out that final unit on the end there for their respective stage. Now, if you don't have all of these units, you can, let's say you're missing a couple of these units, I would say then focus on trying to get type advantage against whatever unit. So on stage 1, try to bring in any INT type units that you have. Stage 2, there's only a few AGL units you can bring in, but try to bring those in. And stage 3, any Fizz type units, so that way any of those fill-ins, we'll call them, have that type advantage, and they'll be able to tank a little better, and they'll be able to deal some extra damage. Now, again, those are on the super difficulties, but if you go ahead and, or if you're able to get all those units in there, you'll be able to clear the super difficulty without too much trouble. And then of course the Z hard difficulty will not be difficult beyond that. So that's everything I've got for the video. I try to keep it short and sweet, give you guys the info you need. But again, if you have any questions at all, make sure you're dropping those down in the comment section below. Again, let me know what you think and what your team builds for taking on this event has been. Hopefully you guys are having a decent time grinding it out and enjoying the current events that are going on right now. But that's all I've got for today. So again, make sure you're dropping those likes and comments. Make sure you're joining the Discord community and checking out those links for my social media pages. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can stay up to date on future content that comes out on the channel. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.